Hello everyone, I'm Esma, a nurse at a hospital specializing in alcohol. This channel aims to provide information useful for alcohol addiction recovery and continuing sobriety to English-speaking people living in Japan. And I've created it as a way to learn English for myself. I hope it will be a trigger for many people to have a happy life. Today, I would like to look at why cognitive behavioral therapy, which is useful for recovering from alcohol addiction, is effective from the perspective of neuroscience. Have you ever heard of the term cognitive behavioral therapy? Some of you may have heard of it, while others may have never heard of it. Cognitive behavioral therapy is said to be an effective treatment for alcohol addiction recovery. So what kind of therapy is cognitive behavioral therapy? Cognitive therapy is one of the psychotherapies that works on cognition to make you feel better. And cognition means how you perceive things and how you think. When we feel stress, we tend to think pessimistically, which puts us in a state of mind where we cannot solve problems, but cognitive therapy balances these ways of thinking and creates a state of mind where we can deal with stress well. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a form of psychotherapy that helps you to loosen up thoughts and actions that have become rigid and narrow due to stress, and to think and act freely. It was developed by American psychiatrist Aaron Beck as a psychotherapy for depression, but it is widely used worldwide for its therapeutic and relapse preventive effects on a wide range of disorders, including anxiety and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Currently, the ideas of cognitive behavioral therapy are being adopted, not only as a psychiatric treatment, but also in a variety of fields, including law, education, business, and sports. Let's see if this type of cognitive behavioral therapy is effective in recovering from alcoholism. From now on, cognitive behavioral therapy will be referred to as CBT. We will consider the effects of CBT on the brain and its effects from a neuroscience perspective. 1. Brain plasticity and learning. The brain has high plasticity and can change its structure and function depending on experience and learning. This characteristic is called neuroplasticity. CBT encourages patients to reorganize the brain's neural circuits by learning new thinking patterns and behaviors. Specifically, it can weaken neural circuits that reinforce negative thinking patterns and behaviors, and strengthen new, more adaptive circuits. 2. Role of the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex (PFC) is responsible for higher cognitive functions such as planning, decision-making, self-control, and problem-solving. Alcohol-dependent patients may exhibit impulsive behavior and lack of self-control due to impaired functioning of the prefrontal cortex. By strengthening the functioning of this prefrontal cortex, CBT suppresses impulsive drinking behavior and promotes more adaptive decision-making. 3. Reward system and dependence. Alcohol dependence is related to the brain's reward system, especially the dopamine pathway. Alcohol intake stimulates the release of dopamine in the brain, which causes a sense of pleasure and reward. This reinforces the desire to drink alcohol and forms dependence. CBT helps patients understand how this reward system works and find healthy rewards other than alcohol, hobbies and exercise. This allows them to form new reward circuits that are not dependent on alcohol. 4. Amygdala and stress. The amygdala is the part of the brain involved in fear and stress responses. Alcoholics often turn to alcohol when they feel stressed or anxious. CBT inhibits excessive activity in the amygdala by teaching patients new ways to cope with stress and anxiety. This makes their response to stress and anxiety more adaptive and helps them to cope without relying on alcohol. 5. Hippocampus and memory. The hippocampus plays an important role in memory formation and consolidation. Alcoholics tend to hold on to negative experiences and memories, which can trigger relapse. CBT helps patients reevaluate these negative memories and experiences, and give them a positive meaning. This changes how memories are processed in the hippocampus, reducing the risk of relapse. 6. Executive function and self-monitoring. CBT provides patients with specific skills to monitor and modify their own behavior and thoughts. This strengthens executive function and improves self-control. In neuroscience terms, this means that activity in the prefrontal cortex and other related brain regions is enhanced. From the above, we can see that cognitive behavioral therapy is effective in alcohol addiction recovery. The reason is due to multiple neuroscience mechanisms, such as brain neuroplasticity, strengthening the prefrontal cortex, restructuring the reward system, suppressing activity in the amygdala, memory, reevaluation in the hippocampus, and strengthening executive function. CBT is a powerful tool to improve these brain functions and help alcohol addiction patients acquire more adaptive thoughts and behaviors. From a neuroscience perspective, it is clear that CBT reorganizes the structure and function of the patient's brain, contributing to long-term recovery and relapse prevention. At our hospital, we aim to recover from alcohol addiction and maintain long-term abstinence through a wide range of treatment programs, including cognitive behavioral therapy. By understanding the brain mechanisms of alcohol addiction, we can now see a program that can be useful for alcohol addiction recovery. Next time, we will take a more detailed look at cognitive behavioral therapy. Thank you for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Bye.